This is a video of the lab, so I'm hoping that this will help guide you as you're exploring your circuit components today. The first thing we're going to look at is the multimeter. And the multimeter is this device right here. It should be in off position. And you're going to be using it with the red probe connected here and the black probe connected into the common. And you make sure they're pushed in all the way or else it won't work correctly. Then you're going to rotate this dial to the position where you want to make whatever measurement you're interested in making. So the first thing we're going to do actually is we're going to start with moving it to that position, which is I call it the beep position. If you put both probes of the meter together when it's in that position, it makes a beeping sound, which is basically saying that the meter is short-circuited. These two are an electrical connection together. If I were to do that, for instance, on something that's metallic, like these scissors right here, and I touch right there, that's telling me that there's an electrical connection there. So there's a piece of metal in between there. Same thing would work if there were a wire there. Both ends of a wire, and you have wires in your kit, would do the same thing. It would beep. Okay, so that's a really important thing to know in terms of when the two leads are in electrical connection with each other. The next step in the lab, you're going to take this thing called a protoboard, which is this guy right here. And your goal is to map what holes are connected to what other holes in this protoboard. And the way you can determine that is by putting the meter and making electrical connection between, whoops, I'm going to put little wires in these holes. You have these wires, they come in your kit. I'm going to kind of force them through the hole carefully so I don't break the wire. And I put those two in holes right adjacent to each other there, this purple one and this white one. I'm going to touch the meter there. Notice it starts to buzz. That's telling me that these two holes that the wires are in are actually connected to one another. That's good to know. So I can use these holes kind of as a wire, and we'll be doing that in other labs, a little bit more later in this lab too. However, if I put one of the wires across this chasm here, and then I try to touch the two, they won't beep. That means they're not connected, which is also very good to know, can be useful, as you'll see. What if I put them in different rows? Like I put this one there and that one there, right here. At the top here, this looks kind of like a shadow, but that's a wire. If I do that and touch them, notice they don't beep in that case. So those are not connected. However, the ones along the side, if I put a couple of the wires here, like that and like that, then I can test it like this and say, is that connected? Ah, those are connected. So vertically along the side, they appear to be connected. So I'm going to leave it to you to kind of map. I've shown you most of it, but make sure you know what's connected to what, because we'll be needing to know that for future labs, as well as a little bit in this lab too. I want you to map this thing out so you understand how it's laid out, and then we can better use it to build circuits, which is what we'll be doing in future labs. The resistors. There are 30 resistors in this kit. They come in sets of 10, and they look something like this. I'll move the protoboard for now. And you can pull them out, but right now you could actually leave them in these, they're kind of all taped together, but they're not electrically connected. They're just kind of taped all in one thing, and you can pull them out as you need them. What I want to do to measure the resistors, there's a way you can actually determine the value of the resistors. There's little color bands on them. And in the lab handout, I describe how the color bands work so that you could determine the value of a given resistor by looking at its color bands. So I'm going to want you to do that based upon what's in the lab. You have 3 different kinds of resistors, 3 different values of resistors, but you have 10 of each of them. So whatever is true for one of them should be true for the other 9 that have the same color band. To measure the resistor, you're going to need the multimeter. And the scales you can use are anything that has an ohm in it. That's that Greek symbol there. Any of those are settings you can use to measure the resistors. You want to use the proper setting to measure the resistor. If I'm in this 200 ohm setting and I put it on a resistor like this one here, and I try to measure it, I put one part of the meter on one side of the resistor, the other part of the meter on the other. Notice it says 1. That means that the resistor is too big for this setting of the meter. So I have to make the meter bigger in order to measure it. And I go to the next setting, it still shows 1. So I may be like, oh boy, I could just keep going up until I actually get a measurement. This one I happen to know was quite big. If I put it on this one here, then I get a measurement of, let's see, I have to make sure it really has good electrical contact. My meter's running off the side there. 0.46. Now that's not 0.46 ohms. This is a big resistor. It's actually 0.46 mega ohms. The reason I know it's mega ohms is because the scale says M ohms. So it's 0.46 million ohms, which is about 470 or 460,000 ohms. So that is what that, so you just need to make sure you use the right units. But I'm going to want you to measure all 10 of the resistors. I'll do these 10, and you can record the values if you don't have your lab kit yet. But I hope you do get the lab kit because it's really useful for you to be able to make these measurements and know what you're doing. I'm going to use, just for to make it more expedient, I actually have alligator clips. These are the connectors that you have. They have points on them like that. They're great, but alligator clips are really handy for me to be able to show things to you. And in the future, I might have you get kits with alligator clips in them for future classes. I'll show you what they look like. They look like alligators. Okay. Alligator clips look like this. So if I touch them together, it should show 0. Yeah. Okay, it'll only beep when it's in the beep setting. But with this, I can very easily connect them by just chomping on the byte onto the given resistor. So I don't have to try to hold it in place. Makes it much easier to make the measurement for me to show it to you. So this one here looks like it's between, I'll say 450 kiloohms or 0.45 mega ohms. I'm just going to go up and measure all 10. This is something like what you'll do, except you'll have the probes. That one's also 450 kiloohms, 0.45 mega ohms. There's another one, between 450 and 460. But I'll go with 450 for now. That one's 460. They're not all identical, notice. 450. 460. 450. 460. 450. 460. So you'll be recording all those values. They should all be the same, but there's some variability associated with the resistors. They're basically going to be within 5% of the value they're supposed to be. I happen to know these are supposed to be 470 ohm resistors because of the color code on them. So you can check that. But you'll be repeating this with each set of 10 resistors. So make sure you go into the right setting, make the measurement for each set of 10 resistors. Okay? And the places to record those are in the lab handout. Next part of the lab is with something called a variable resistor.